Okay, guys, the prices are going insane. Like, PulseX is trading for less than 50% of the SAC rate. Pulse is actually edging towards the SAC rate as well. And we need to talk about this. What's going on, right? There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the community, in the Pulse chain community, because of what happened with PulseX. Now, what happened with PulseX, in my view, is a minor flaw that was found in the code, that a minor flaw that was made, and it's essentially just one line of code that needs to be fixed. So I think it's not a big deal. However, hexagons, pulsegons are held at a different standard because we have many times celebrated when other people have had similar issues. We say that no, we have never had downtime. We've said those things. And so when something does happen here, you've got a lot of attention there. So we are held at a different standard than most other crypto communities. And not only that, the community itself, we hold ourselves at a different standard than everyone else. But we've got to understand something, that this is cutting edge technology and these things happen. And I think we've got to appreciate it. I think we've got to recalibrate from where we were and where we are right now, so that moving forward, these kind of things don't happen. I mean, Solana has been down several times. And though they might have had FUD from outside, the Solana community itself has always stood by Solana despite the problems that they've had. And I think that that's the same strategy that we need to have in regards to PulseX. Because right now what you see is you see a massive sell-off because of those reasons. Now, for the most part, right, when a coin launches, the price goes up, skyrockets, and then stabilizes, then dips. And I think at this point, we are definitely during that dip phase. I hadn't expected it to come so early because I expected a much more aggressive push to the upside, but then now we've moved to the downside. Another thing that I see is sentiment has shifted a great deal. So for all the talk of 100x, 1000x, people are now shifting to say that, look, if I get a 10x, I'm good, right? If I get a 20x, I'm good. If I get a 30x, I'm good. People are now coming up with some of these extremely conservative numbers. Now, I do think that the sentiment will shift at some point and then we'll start mooning again. People will forget about this. But I do think we need to recalibrate as a community. I would say that the best strategy right now would be for Richard out to have a live stream and address people's concerns and also make people understand that, yes, this is cutting edge technology. Yes, these kind of things can and might happen. There are risks involved, right? Whenever I make a video, many times I always talk about the risks involved and tell you that this is not financial advice. And when I say it, it's not just a disclaimer, it is the truth. There are risks involved in this thing. For me, right, I think that the biggest risk, I will say this, the biggest risk has to be the bridge. The reason why I say it's the bridge, because for most cryptocurrencies, many teams have had problems with bridge. Now, the particular bridge that we're using, that we forked, has never had issues before. Never had issues. However, bridges have been a problem in the crypto space. So for me, I think that what we need is a Pulse chain native stablecoin, because for the most part, that's one of those things that I think we need to. That's one of those things that you really can't do anything. You really do need a bridge. Now we do have some bridged in Ethereum, some bridged in all that stuff, and I think once we have a Pulse chain native stablecoin, for the most part, you can stay within the Pulse chain ecosystem and not need to use any other bridge-in tokens as well. Because obviously these things I think are important to talk about, and it's important to have kind of expectations recalibrated and understand that, look, we are at the cutting edge of technology and things happen like this at the cutting edge of technology. Talk about Ethereum, right? Ethereum, they had their upgrade. They moved from Ethereum proof of work to Ethereum proof of stake. How many times was that postponed, right? Again and again and again and again and again. Many times Ethereum upgrades come a year late because of this code is complicated. It's extremely complicated. And anyone who tells you otherwise, I think they're just being disingenuous. This stuff is complicated. So some of this stuff is to be expected. However, this is not even a huge deal. This is a minor flaw that was found. For the most part, nothing really bad has happened. But that does not stop that fear from setting in. But now we've got other major whales, right? Rackham is I saw Sobi posting that he dumped a portion of his position. We see all of that stuff happening, but I think over time, would be the best time to get in, right? I'm a little bit hesitant to say that because during the live stream, someone was like, "Come on, man! At what point? I'm out of money, right? I'm out of dry powder. No more dry powder to deploy." But in all honesty, this is the right time to deploy, right? And for those who know, we have the meme coin PulseShib, and it seemed to be holding steady during this time. But the market cap is still extremely tiny, still small, and I think that the good thing about that is that, given a tiny market cap, the upside is incredible. The upside can be huge. And right now, for example, the market cap is like about 600,000. That means for like 7 or 8,000, you can get 1% of the total supply, right? And so even if the price 10x's, for 8,000, you'll still be able to get 0.1% of the entire supply. Even if the price 100x from there, you'll still be able to get 0.001% of the entire supply for about 8,000. So I think that it has massive potential, and obviously there's risks involved in crypto, like I said again, but I do think that we are still on a moon mission. We are still ready for a big pump. I'm still bullish on the ecosystem. I think the ecosystem is the fastest growing. We are sitting right now at number 3, the third largest blockchain in the world, despite all the FUD, despite all the stuff that is happening. And over time, obviously, people will move on, right? And the bullish times will come again. Euphoria will come again. But here's a strange thing, right? To think that just a few days ago, we were actually kind of in that euphoric stage. But right now, sentiment has shifted a little bit. But all in all, I do believe that we're still in the right place. And this is the places where the gains will be made. And look, the best strategy right now is to DCA over for the low prices. Imagine if the sacrifice phase was extended and someone told you that you can now get double the points. Right? Instead of $1 getting you 10,000 PulseX points, $1 now gets you 20,000 PulseX points, right? Now, if we dip even further, you know what I'm gonna say, right? That you can get more sacrifice points. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about all of this. Not financial advice as usual. I do expect the prices, yes, they might stay low for a little bit, because I mean, anytime you look at when it's time for dollar cost average, it doesn't happen over 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. It happens over a little bit of time, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks. So I think that everyone who wants an opportunity to load up will get it. Now, this is not for you to not feel FOMO, but it's just for you to know that yes, you can strategize if you want to. But what you don't want to do is to miss out. Now, you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be too much in a rush, but at the same time, you don't want to miss out. Because at this point, right, even if the price doubles, the prices still look cheap. So, all in all, thank you for watching, and I'll leave links in the description for all the links for PulseShib. If you want to take a look at the charts, you want to take a look at what's going on, you want to jump in the Telegram group. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.